Hello all of you. In the last lecture we have seen the data types available in the C. What is operator? Which are the operators? Now the types of operators. We have already seen that arithmetic operators, increment and decrement operator, assignment operators, relational operators, logical operators, conditional operator, bitwise operator and special operator. Now we will see all the operator one by one. Arithmetic operators. Arithmetic operators are plus, minus, multiplication, division and modulo operator. Plus means it is addition, minus is subtraction, multiplication and division. They are the also plus operator is also work as a unary plus. Similar way, minus is also known as a subtraction as well as the unary minus. Division operation is give you the quotient of the division and modulo operator will give you the remainder after the division. They are known as a modulo. Now, whenever you are performing the division, if you are performing the integer division, your result will be an integer number. If you perform the float division, your result will be the float. But the modular operator is such that which cannot work with the float number. You can perform the modular operator with the integer numbers, but you cannot perform modular operator in the float number. Here is the example. Suppose we are performing the 5 divided by 2. So division operation will give me the quotient. So answer will be 2. But actual answer of 5 divided by 2 will be 2.5. So if you want the exact result of 2.5, you need to perform that any of the operand should be in float number. So here I have written 5.0/2, that is divided by 2, that is a 2.5. Exactly similar way, if I will perform the modulo operator 5 modulo 2, my result will be 1. So it is a valid operation. But you cannot perform the 5.0 modulo 2, it is an invalid operation. Here is the sample program is given to you. The value of here hash include stdio.h, integer mean, integer a is initialized to 9, that is a is equal to 9, b is initialized to 4, b is equal to 4 and c will be my result variable. First I am doing the addition of two numbers, so I am writing c is equal to a plus b. In the printf, within the double quotes, you have to write whatever you want to print on the console. So I will write a plus b is equal to. Now here after the a plus b, I will want to print the result. Which variable I need to print? Variable c. So c, what is the data type of the c? That is an integer. So I should write it is percentage %d. Exactly similar way, I am performing the subtraction. That is a c is equal to a minus b. C is equal to a multiplied by b. C is equal to c divided by b. And c is equal to a modulo b. Now we will see the output. If I am performing addition of 9 and 4, my answer will be 13. If I am performing the subtraction on 9 and 4, I am getting 5. If I do the multiplication of these two, I am getting 36. But here you can see, if I am performing a divided by b, my answer is 2. And if I am performing the modulo operation, my result is 1. Next operator is the increment and decrement operator. Now C programming has two operators, increment and decrement, to change the value of an operand, that is a constant or it may be the variable, by only one. Means if you want to increment the value or if you want to decrement the value by only one, you can use increment or decrement operator. That is, increment operator is written as a plus plus, decrement will be minus minus. Now these two operator are the unary operator. Why they are called the unary operator? Because both the operator require only one operand. If you see the result of this, if we write the program for this, integer a is equal to 10, b is equal to 100. So first I am performing the operation on this. So what is my result? I am doing plus plus a. What is the value of a? 10. So plus plus a, now the value of a will be 11. If I am writing b is equal to 100, I am performing minus minus b, my result is 99. I am performing plus plus c. C is a 10.5. So now my result is 11.5. Minus D is 100.5. So minus D is 99.5. Now here the operator plus and minus are used as a prefix. These two operators can also be used as a postfix. So if you write this plus operator before the variable name, it is known as a prefix. If you write the operator after the variable name, it is known as a postfix. So suppose I am taking the value of A is 5. Then plus A becomes 6. A plus A becomes 7. Minus A, 6. A minus 5. Third category is the assignment operator. Assignment operator is used for assigning a value to a variable. It is the most common operator in which right hand side value is assigned to the left hand side variable. So equal to is A is equal to B. The meaning is value of B is assigned to the variable A. Same way, if you want to perform A is equal to A plus B. So in the another way, you can write the assignment operator with the plus. But here you have to write A plus is equal to B. Means first you have to write the operator and then the assignment. So your result or final operation will be same as A is equal to A plus B. Whenever you are writing this type of notation, that is first is operator and second is the assignment, that operation is or that representation is known as a shorthand notation of the operator. Now we will see the output. Here the integer A is initialized to 5 and we have taken the variable C. First I am assigning the value of A to C. So what will be the value of C? C will be 5. After that I am performing C plus equal to A. It means actually I am performing C is equal to C plus A. So now my C is 5 plus 5, that is the 10. Then after similar way I am performing subtraction, multiplication, division and the modulo operation. Next category is relational operator. Now relational operator will check the relationship between the two operands. If the relation is true, it returns 1 and if the relation is false, it returns 0. Basically these relational and logical operators are used in the decision making or in the loop. These are the relational operators. First one is the equal. Now you have to be very careful that instead of using equal for relational operator, when you are checking the equality of two numbers or the two variables, you have to represent as a equal. So you have to write 5 equal 3. The meaning is whether 5 is equal to 3 or not. So it is a false. So my it will return 0. Exactly similar way, greater than, less than, not equal, greater equal and less than equal. Here you can see the example and we can go through it. Next category is again the logical operator. Now it will check the logical operator, also written 0 and 1, whether your expression is true or false. Logical operator is, first is you have to write to and person. It will represent the logical AND. In the logical AND operation, you have to checking two different conditions. First, I am checking C is equal to 5 and D is greater than 5. So, before evolution, my C is 5 and D equal to 2. In logical AND operation, it will check for the first condition. If first condition is false, it will return the 0. It will not going to check for the second condition. But if first condition is true, then it is going to check for the second condition. Now, second operator is the logical OR operator. It also return true only if either one operand is true. That is again the same expression, but in this case, it will check for the first expression. If it is true, then also it will check the second operation. If any of the one operation is true, your result is 1. Next operator is the logical NOT. It will perform the negation of the number. Next category is the bitwise operator. Now you know that each and every variable is stored in the memory in the form of bits only. So if you want to perform any bitwise operations, you have to use this particular category. Here you have to use AND, but only single AND. If you use the double ampersand, it is the logical AND. But if you represent as a single ampersand, it is known as a bitwise AND. This is a pipe. If you are using single pipe, it is a bitwise OR. If you use the double pipe, it is the logical OR. Then exclusive OR, complement, shift left and the shift right. Other operators. In other operator, first is the comma operator. Comma operator means whenever you want to represent or if you want to initialize or declare more than one variable of the similar data types. Suppose here we have taken the three variable A, C and D and all are the integer. So instead of using the statement like integer A, integer C, integer D, you can also represent it as a integer A, C, D. Second operator is a size of operator. Size of operator is a unary operator which will return the size of the data. The data can be any constant number, it may be the variable, it may be the array or it may be the structure. Here is the example. Size of, within the bracket you have to write any of the elements that for that you want to find the size. So if I am writing size of integer, now we know that integer will occupy the 2 bytes, so it will return 2. If here I am writing size of A is a variable. Suppose I am declaring A is a character, then size of A will be 1. And last one is the conditional operator. Conditional operator is also known as a ternary operator. Why it is known as a ternary operator? Because it requires the total 3 operands. The syntax of the ternary operator or conditional operator is conditional expression, question mark, expression 1, colon, expression 2. The interpretation is first your compiler will check this conditional expression. If it is true, then expression 1 will be evaluated, and if it is false, expression 2 will be evaluated. Now, what is an expression? An expression is a combination of variable, constant and operators arranged as per the syntax of the language. Now, if you want to write AB minus C, but in the C programming statement, you have to write A multiplication symbol, B minus C. Evaluation of the expression. Now, in the C language, expression evaluation is mainly depends on the priority and association. This is very similar to our mathematical fundamental. Whenever you want to evaluate multiplication and plus, so always we are evaluating the multiplication first. Why? Because multiplication having the higher priority over the plus. Same way the associativity. If your expression contain plus and minus both sides, plus and minus having the same priority. So if you want to evaluate that expression, then whichever operator comes first, that will be evaluated first. Here is the two example. We are performing 10 minus 3 modulo 8 plus 6 by 4. So modulo operator having the highest priority. So it will be evaluated first. At the same time, division is also there. So which one is the highest priority? So both the operator having the same priority. But we have to go with the associativity. And associativity of the arithmetic operators are the left to right. That's why modulo is evaluated first, then after division. Again in the third step, minus and plus come together. They are having the same priority or same precedency. But the associativity of the arithmetic will be left to right. So subtraction will be done first, then after the addition. Exactly similar way in these second examples. Here you are having the minus, division, multiplication and minus. But plus having the highest priority, so it will be evaluated first. Next topic will be type conversion that we will cover in the next session. Thank you.